YouTube, what's going on with y'all, man? How y'all doing today, man? Y'all good? Hopefully so, man. Look, if you new, welcome to Vontaesworld. Now we got another reaction today, man. All right, let's look at the title. A short man gets roasted by women and nobody cares. Is Kevin Samuels right or wrong? Honestly, I scrolled past this video. Um, I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to react to. I actually the video that she's holding up down there. I actually seen this a few times, and it never get old. But look, this gonna be a solid reaction, man. I want y'all to tap in with me. And disclaimer: I'm a short dude myself. You feel me? So I guess it's a hell of a video to react to. Let's get it.
And all, but like you a midget, I can't do it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, baby. It's the height, but we can be friends. We can, we can kick it.
Don't give a nigga no sympathy, shorty. Keep that shit moving. Keep that shit moving. Stop trying to play with him like that.
You already know what I'm to say. I have to pass. I'm sorry, but pass. I almost feel bad. I'm pass. I'm a pass because I'm kind of tall. I'm a pass because you're my homie. I can see over you.
See, that's this. You know what I'm saying? That's disrespectful though. Like, shorty, like, why? You know what I mean? Why? Why be extra? Pass. That's all you got to do. You ain't got to play the man and make him feel less than a man. You know?
I can see your views unnecessary. She ain't gonna say. Okay, so I'll link the original video.
That video crazy. If y'all haven't seen that video, man, go look that joint up, man. I actually don't know the link to it, but yeah, go look that joint up. But we're gonna see what she got to say. This is her reaction, but I'm gonna react to, I guess, her reaction. Let's get it.
I don't have the original video. I just have someone else's reaction to it. But I thought I would highlight this in this video for a lot of women who say they will get mad at Kevin Samuels when he talks about men want a woman who is physically fit. They want a woman who weighs less than them. They want a woman who is beautiful and attractive. And being physically fit is very important to men. This highlights the hypocrisy that is out there because women will be outraged. How could you say it so direct? How could you say it so cruel? How could you just put it out there like that? But I have seen, there are more than this. There are tons of videos of women over and over doing this to a man who is shorter.
And for what though, shorty? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, niggas be short. You know, it is what it is, man. I think to all my short niggas out there, man, hold y'all head, my nigga. You know what I mean? Y'all niggas, you know what I'm saying? Don't let none of this little joke shit, none of this little weird shit slow you down, player. You stay strong, my nigga, and stand 10 toes down. And do your thing, bro. Don't let none of this shit get to you. Ever.
Over and over. I mean, and they're doing it laughing. I'm sorry, but no, I'm sorry, but I can see over you. I'm sorry, but over and over, you're too short for me. Women are allowed to do this to short men, and no one calls it heightism.
Yeah.
No one calls it that. No one says it's height phobia.
Yeah, she said heightism. What the fuck? That's the first I ever heard that shit. But yeah, she got a point though. Like, because this is my thing about it, right? It's smash or pass. A lot of those women, they was just saying like they was doing extra stuff. When you look at a person, if you either want to smash or pass them. So if you want to smash them, say smash. If you want to pass them, say pass. But like they were literally all taking shots at the guy, belittling him. You know what I mean? For what he genetically is, rather than now he was, a little chubby or whatever. You know what I mean? No knock on him, but a little chubby. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. The point is the height. That's something that man can't control. He born that way. That's just who he is. You know what I mean? So I just why the extra digs? You know what I mean? That just show. Um, and then you notice it almost seemed like the more and more women would pass him, the more and more the next woman would disrespect him even more. Some of them wasn't as harsh, but of course you saying some of them was. But let's keep going on.
Yeah. But see, when a man does it, or when men say what they want, when men put that out there, it's some type of Islamophobia. It has to be demonized what men want, because God forbid men want something other than just starfish punani, or just what a woman's boobs and butt or whatever. And even that is demonized. Everything is demonized if a man desires it in relationships or to the women he wants to be with. But anything a woman desires, anything we want, it's open season. And they can be critical and treat a man like this, really embarrass him. Now, you know how this would change? After they did all this and they found out this dude was like the next Kevin Hart. And he had.
Bam. You know, I'm telling you, man. It would switch like that. If that dude literally got rich tomorrow, whole life would change. You know what I mean?
All this money and he was this, that, and the other, or they got talked to him and he was funny and they found out, like, you know what, he's offering a lot. See, then all the women would be like, you know what, I can look over the height. I can, and I don't know. But see, this is where women get upset the most, because money or status, we can overlook these shortcomings. And I don't mean this. I didn't mean no pun intended. I mean in anything in a man,
Damn.
because I think it's wrong to do this, honestly. But we can overlook these things that we consider negatives in a man if he has money and clout. But see, this is where women get it wrong. Men may be telling us, listen, you're not as physically attractive in the sexual marketplace because of weight or because of whatever that men say that men desire. And women will fight against it. Women will go off. Women will just destroy you. They'll try to cancel you. You do all these other manipulation things, also that you can deflect, also that you don't have to actually face truth. All because we have built it up, and society has built it up into women's heads that no matter what we do, no matter what we look like, we're perfect angels, and that men just.
Bam. Bullseye. Bullseye. You know what I mean? I ain't got to say shit. She said it.
Should just be happy that we are there. And if there's no one holding women accountable to say, you know what, sis, it's not a good look. It's not as attractive. It doesn't mean you're a bad person. Doesn't mean you aren't, attractive to yourself. Doesn't mean you can't have self confidence. But if we're talking about the sexual marketplace, you will have better results. You will attract a higher quality man if you were more fit. Period. But see, that's offensive to say. That's actually something women can improve. I know women say, well, I got medical. Listen, I get it. That is very few rare cases that can't be helped in some way. A lot of times there's no discipline and there's no self-control involved. But that's something a woman can help. But this is his height. He can't help it.
At all.
And you see how he's standing there and taking that criticism like a man. What's he going to do? Just start going off? I'm sorry. There's nothing wrong with my height. I look good like this. Okay, if the problem was with me, you have shortism. You are heightist. Okay, you're a heightist. And this is
like, and he would have no way he could react to that would look you know what I mean? Like, if he reacted emotionally, he would have looked even worse. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, man, like, if I was him, I wouldn't even been in that situation. Like, who want to be in a line for some chick to pick him? Nigga, I ain't standing in no line. That's weak. Like that, I wouldn't do that. Me personally, you know what I mean? I ain't no shorty in the world. You know what I'm saying? That bad for you to wait in a line, and you know what I mean? Maybe it was just for a video though, but to do it out there though, man, you know what I mean? Hold your head, man. That shit was weak. They did. Hold your head.
heightism at its best, and this is height phobia and short phobia, whatever, going into all of these things. But he's staying and taking on the chin. And you know what he's doing? He's using this as information. It really hurts this man. I know it does.
Yeah.
But what can he do? All he can do is work on what? His money and clout. But see, we as women will say, we will take a man like that and we think, okay, well, I'm not as attractive physically, I'm hearing, but look, I have getting more money and I can get my clout up and then men will like me more. But see, it doesn't work that way. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Men will still gravitate towards what they find attractive. It doesn't matter about the rest of the stuff.
Facts.
It doesn't matter about anything else. And this is what bothers women a lot. We want to be able to address other things, and then men will see us higher here because we have this, that, and the other, or we're a good person, all that. We think that men would, but the baseline is still that attractiveness.
Yeah.
And I'm doing this to point out two things. I'm going to,
and that's the base. You know what I mean? A dude gotta find you attractive first, and then he attempt to get to know you at that point, and then how that go then is how it go. But that's the base, though. He gotta find you attractive. She made a solid point.
is to point out the hypocrisy that is out there against a man who's short. That women are allowed to do all of this to him and say it in any way they want and to be really mean about it. And they're doing this on camera. And can you imagine if they weren't on camera in a day-to-day interaction? It wouldn't even be this nice. This is probably nice in their eyes. Yeah. So we'll do this, but at the same time, when things are brought up about us, we try to address it like a man would versus face the issue outright. Very few issues men have with women are things they cannot help. Like, your face is your face. Okay, fine. But generally a man will say he'll work with you and say, listen, you need to be more fit. That will make me more attracted to you. Mm-hmm. But women don't even give men that courtesy. We actually just shame them and just like kick rocks.
Yeah.
But see, right here, this shows we as women, we keep trying to deflect. We keep trying to fix things that aren't actually the problem. And then we spin ourselves into a tizzy because we're just thinking, especially as we get older, well, I've got more things. I've got more money. I've got this, that, and the other. I don't really need to work on my fitness because, you know, like kind of like a Kevin Hart, I may have more weight on me. Okay, I may have more weight and things, but look at my job. I got my own house. I pay my own bills. I'm this, that, and the other. So a man is going to want me more now because of these things. But it actually is doing the opposite. Mm-hmm. It's doing the opposite because we still won't address the core issue. Because we still won't get to the core. We won't address it because it is so hard to reflect. It's easy to deflect and find solutions that don't quite require the hardest work. But I want every person to think about, what is the hardest thing about yourself that you need to conquer? Mm-hmm. I think fitness is probably the biggest thing for most women around nowadays. That is your eat the frog. Dale Carnegie talks about eat the frog, meaning if you got a big bullfrog to eat, don't wait till the end of the day. The middle of the day, you eat that bullfrog the first thing in the morning. Get it over with so you can go on with the rest of your day. Yeah. So a lot of us are going to have to start looking at what is the biggest issue in our life? What is the biggest thing that is holding us back, that we're getting feedback on, that we know in our hearts is wrong, but we refuse to address it because we want to. It's rebellion. We refuse to address those things that are keeping us back because it's easier to deflect. It's easier to push it off onto other people.
Right.
But we can't ask men to change. We can't ask men to reflect. We can't ask men to do this, that, and the other. And we won't do step one. We can't criticize men and say, well, he said it mean and his tone needs to change. When we aren't setting any tone that's kind or generous or being loving. Nothing 50-50. About these interactions were kind, generous, and loving. They were really trying to disrespect this man and make fun of him, and in front of all these people and on camera.
Right.
And I can show you worse clips. So I'm using this as an example because I feel like women do not see it from a male perspective because we have so many toxic feminism points that just tell us that there's nothing wrong with women inherently, and that whatever we feel and do is good and whatever men feel and do are bad. But you can see right here, these women are not the very thing that women have been screaming that we are. So when you criticize a person like Kevin Samuels or me or any other person that is actually pointing out truth, you need to critically think about, you know what, am I holding this position or this talking point because it's a deflection, so I don't have to change, so I don't have to grow, so I don't have to look in the mirror and really ask the hard questions about myself.
Right.
Is all my anger towards people who are actually speaking truth? Am I angry at them, or am I angry at the fact that I actually have to hear truth unfiltered for the
Right.
first time, and I'm actually listening? Because if it didn't apply to you, you wouldn't have any emotions about it. You wouldn't even care. You wouldn't even find a reason to say anything.
Right.
So I'm going to do more videos like this because I think this hypocrisy is going to have to be highlighted over and over again. And also, what has to be highlighted is that we as women have got to stop trying to apply male solutions or what men can do to fix their issues onto us, because we're just two different creatures. God created masculine and feminine for a reason. He created
Right.
man and woman for a reason. We are different. Our solutions are not the same when it comes to relationships and the
Mm-hmm.
sexual marketplace. So I hope this helps, but this is one of the reasons why men are so angry right now, why men are so outraged, because over and over they're seeing things like this be celebrated and it's funny and get kikis and
Yeah.
laugh. But if a man was to do it, if a man was to even not even do it this harshly, just lightly, he would be crucified, canceled, and everything else. How is this fair? How is this equality? And more importantly, how does this solve anything?
Man. Hey, look. Um, that video, man, it was cool, man. It was cool. Like I said, that little video that she showed, man, it's a viral video, man. You could see it, I don't know how many times, like through YouTube, man. Just type in "short man gets disrespected," and I'm sure it's gonna be in one of the top. But um, she said a lot of real things, man. I mean, I don't really have to even say much. She like said it in a pretty real good, convincing way. You know what I mean? And I think as far as like the for my short dudes out there, man. I mean, bro, you gotta have probably some of the thickest skin, but not only that, you have to gather some confidence in yourself. This second to none. That's different than anybody else. You know what I mean? You have to form that shit, and if you ain't got it, you gotta go get it. You gotta find a way. Because you know what I mean, the odds is against you. Point blank period. Y'all seen in that video how the shorties literally lined up to disrespect the nigga, and they did it harshly. They didn't even think twice. You know what I mean? They didn't even think twice. They wasn't on no sparing shit. But listen, let's let's keep it 100. We ain't meant to get spared. Niggas ain't meant to get spared. So, you know what I mean? All the real shit. Like we can't do nothing but chalk it up, take it on the chin, and keep it moving, and stay strong. So, but hey, man, I think her reaction to it was great, man. I fucked with it, and yeah, yeah, it was dope. It was dope. But look, if y'all like the video, man, like down below. If you new and you like the content, subscribe down below. And y'all have a good day, man. I'm gonna catch y'all in the next one. Peace.